Even all praise, honor, glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAKWADASH. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and a sincere shalom to the occupants out there pushing the sincerity and the truth and the sound doctrine. Really quick video, extremely quick video. It's a video put by GMS, South Carolina '08, or Elder Manat Zabba, of the South Carolina camp. Says they're up to something. Now, this is a video. I guess he says, you see here on the screen, it premieres in about a couple days. This was uploaded on December 1st, so it'll be uploaded in a couple days, maybe in a day or two. Anyway, so this is a video by Vocab. As far as what the Elder Manat Zabba, is going into. The video by Vocab says that a terrorist was caught or arrested watching BHI videos, as he says, Black Hebrew Israelite videos. Okay. First of all, the internet is open to everybody. Okay, so I mean, you got. We're going to get into that. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get into that, but that's not even a valid statement. You know what I'm saying? That's not even a valid statement to even make, because like I said, the internet is open to everybody. You got mass murderers watch certain videos, and the author behind those videos have nothing to do with mass murdering. You know what I'm saying? Oh boy, Vocab, he's getting desperate, and we're gonna get that in a second. But like the elder said in his video, they're up to something. They're up to something, and we're on to you, man. We always have been. You know what I'm saying? You're up there trying to speak like us now. You know what I'm saying? We know you, Vocab. You were set up from the start. This is why y'all like going to GMS camps. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all set up. You and a bunch of other Israelite camps. Y'all just set up, right? You're hand in hand with the Sakari camp now. You know what I'm saying? I believe always have been, because all you do is debate for a paycheck, and that's all you do. All of you guys out there are just set up, and we have been on to you for a long time. You're not fooling anybody. Well, you are fooling a lot of people, but you're not fooling us, man. I'm talking specifically at Great Millstone, man. I'm in this spirit now. To hell with the other camps. You know what I'm saying? But you're not fooling us, man. Okay? You're not fooling us. That's just what it is. We've been on to you since day one. We knew that we known you to be set up since day one. I don't know why you act like we're going to be shocked. You know what I'm saying? You can do whatever it is you want to do. We are going to warn the sheep and to say, look, watch out, because they up to something, right? So we're going to get a couple of scriptures. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Ignorant meaning not knowing. When you go to ignorant, ignore. We don't ignore these things. When the second we see it, you see what we just did. You see what the elders and the brothers just did. They put videos out immediately the second they saw it. Right? The second they saw it, they put videos out. Not ignorant. We're not ignoring that stuff. We see you. This is how you can never get an advantage of us, through the spirit of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. That's exactly how you could never get an advantage of us. We know you. We know the game. Why do you think we don't participate in your debates? Because we already know what the deal is. We're way ahead of you, man, Esau, and you other Israelite camps too. We way ahead of y'all, man. We're levels ahead of y'all. The second I think we've all had at least 3 times somebody get on our comment boards. I would like to discuss this with you. I would like to debate with you. And you look at that channel, it's one big podcast channel with thousands and millions of subscribers and stuff, man. And it's just like, oh, okay, you're trying to pay me. You trying to get paid, and you're trying to pay me off. Mm-hmm. Let's see how it is. No, 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 We see you. We see you. You know that little Uncle Sam picture, but it be pointing. Yeah, we see you. Every little move you make, yes, we see you. Okay, we are not ignorant of your devices. Because if we become ignorant, you get an advantage of us, and the next thing you know, we start participating in debates. We start bugging out. We start losing it. Right. Let's get another scripture here. Okay. Yep. Perfect scripture. Acts chapter 5 verse 39. But if it be of God, Yahawah, BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM HAKWADASH, ye cannot overthrow it, lest haply ye be found even to fight against the Lord, against God. If it's of the Lord, you can't fight against it. This is why when you go up to our camps, you can't confound us. If we don't feel like dealing with you, we're not going to deal with you. And you know what's crazy, when we don't feel like, when we don't want to deal with you, you start getting upset. You start being provocative. You and every other Christian out there that like rolling up on camps, you start getting really provocative. You start pointing your fingers like that one dude that rolled up to the one brother's camps. I can't remember exactly where they were, but it was like a month or two ago, and the brothers, it was two brothers. They were two Northern Tribe brothers, and they was like turning their faces away because it's like, bro, we not dealing with you. You up here, you're not looking for an answer. You're looking for a debate, and we're not. Well, let me say, you're looking to try to debunk our doctrine, and we're not. We don't got the time for that. You know what I'm saying? You're not looking for a reason of hope. Those are people that we're not going to answer. Okay, you're not looking for a reason of hope. You're looking to try to destroy our doctrine, and it's just not going to happen because it is of the Lord, and we're going to continue to say through the Spirit of Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI that yes, we absolutely have the 100% truth. We're going to continue to proudly say that. Yes, they say pride goes before destruction. What about? Don't forget about the righteous pride. It's okay to be pride to have pride in what you do when you go out here for the Lord. If you know that you calling on the name of the Lord, and you know through the Spirit of Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI that you got the 100% truth, right? Pride is okay. You talk about unrighteous pride goes before destruction. Okay? This is of the Lord. This is of the Lord. And like I said, you start getting more and more provocative. The dude started pointing his finger, putting his phone in their faces and stuff like that. And it's like now you're harassing. Now you're harassing people. Right? Now you're harassing people. The thing that we do is specifically us at Great Millstone. We do not curse out every white person. Because one thing we understand is that an Israelite can look like an Edomite. We had a Moabite come up to us who was an Israelite. From the look, I'm not going. I look. It's up. This happened a couple years ago. It's up. It's on YouTube. From first glance, we was like, man, this guy's a straight up Moabite. I mean, he looked like the average. I'm telling you, man, this dude looked like the average Moabite. No lie, he looked like just the average Moabite you see walking up and down the street. He could be, which he probably does work in one of them corner stores cutting up rats or whatever. He probably does work back there. But he is a Jake, man. That was an Israelite. We understand that because us at Great Millstone, we are more spiritual. Okay, we're spiritual. We are not going to sit up there. We're not going to stand on a corner and spend 4 hours yelling and screaming at random people walking up and down the street. Because one thing we understand, we speak to the world. We speak to the world, but it's only given to a certain amount of people. We're really speaking to the elect, but the elect is scattered amongst the 2/3. So we gotta reach out, not to 2/3, but the elect. But we have to spread the word. Okay, we have to spread the word. That's why this internet is a thing. It's only meant for a certain amount of people, man. That's it. And with that keeps things very simple. That keeps things very simple. Okay, dude comes up, wants to bug out, send him on down the street, man. We not gonna go back and forth with nobody like that, man. Okay, we're not gonna go back and forth with nobody like that. It is what it is. Send him on down the street, get him out of there, man. If you don't want to get it, you just don't get it. We reached out, fine. You don't want to get it, you don't get it. We not like these other Israelite camps out here that yell and scream at everybody. Look, man, look, black man, brother, look, black brother, sister, and child. We Israelites, we this, that, and the other. Those are Israelites looking for clout. And those are the ones that you want to see upload videos of fights and stuff like that out of a 2-hour live stream. Okay? Now as we can separate ourselves from that stuff, Christians like vocab seems to do otherwise, but this is exactly why, like the elder likes doing, Elder Karate Zaba likes doing, when a Christian, when a pastor kills his wife, his children, and even offs himself, you got a lot of Christians out there, including vocab, that say, well, it's got nothing to do with me. I mean, he just had that's on him. I mean, okay, so what about so now this goes back to the same situation here. What does him having watching a Hebrew Israelite video, so-called terrorist watching a Hebrew Israelite video, have anything to do with us? Because we live with as terrorists, so-called. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we know your games, vocab. We know your games. Somebody called him high carb Malone. I can't remember who it was. I think it was one of the elders. Somebody called him high carb Malone. Anyway, I want to get this real quick because this had popped up for me. It says, "Why are so many serial killers Christians?" Right? Because yeah, you see this? It says and this is proven. That's why this wouldn't be a question if it wasn't proven. It says, why are nearly all US serial killers Christians? And yes, they are. I mean, that's proven that most of these serial killers out here claim to be Christians. And a lot of them say, well, God told me to do it. And technically, yeah, they right. God just, you know what I'm saying? Bands goings of the Lord. Right? That's just what it is. But you got people like this, the Christian minister here, nominal Christians, not actual Christian. Nigga, if you're a Christian, you're a Christian. Okay? If you claim to be a Christian, you're a Christian. That's just what it is. One thing y'all have to understand, he says being a Christian, it's following the teachings of Jesus. But you don't. That's the problem. You don't. It's so much adultery and molestation and whatever else going on up in the Christian churches. Every time I turn around, another pastor got caught with a little boy or a little girl, man. Right? Every time I turn around, a Christian pastor then off somebody in his family or off his whole family. And then himself half the time. Some Christian pastors Christians and Catholics are always getting caught with something, man. They'll always get TDJs. You know what I'm saying? What happened with him? Talking about lifting his skirt, showing his glory and stuff like that, and all this swallowing. And I left on a comment, that health crisis that happened to him on stage. I said, man, that came from too much swallowing, man. It was too much swallowing. I really think it came from that C shot. You know what I'm talking about. I believe it really came from that. Right? But whatever the case is, it is what it is. Right? So we ask vocab, whenever a Christian does something crazy like that, where are you doing videos on stuff like this? Instead, you know what you do? What the heck was he doing? Watching a BHI video while getting arrested for being a terrorist? Well, he said that's what he's doing. So, like I said, vocab, we're really up to your games. We already know what your deal is. First Peter chapter 5, verse 8, it says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, is a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. I mean, this is something that we practice. This is something that we do. You know what I'm saying? What do you think? Luke chapter 21, verse 36, it says, watch and pray always. Right? It says, watch and pray always, so that you can be able to escape these times. Let's get ready to come to pass. We know that they're going to start persecuting the Israelites, but you know they're not really. I know that the younger brother like saying it's not really out of hatred. You know what I'm saying? It's really out of fear. You know, they're afraid. Vocab is afraid because he sees. You can say it's some hatred too in there because they really do not like us, but it's really out of fear. They are afraid, and they should be. Because if I was them, I would be too. If I knew half the stuff or what those elites know, the higher ups know, what vocab knows, yeah, I would be afraid too. What they're doing is trying to fight because they say God loves all, and and you see here, now this is beyond the point of him saying God loves all. You see the stuff that he's doing now, right? Like I said, he's trying to speak. He's posting up, trying to speak like I guess like the Israelites, where he's supposed to be against everything that we do, right? But why you posting up, speaking, trying to speak exactly like us, and you see it was cringe. That was one of the most cringiest things I've ever watched. I'm not even gonna lie. Couldn't even watch the whole thing. Literally one of the cringiest things I've ever watched in my life. Okay. Um, you're afraid, and like I said, you should be. Okay, you should be. Vocab literally said out of his mouth that this whole awakening is a problem. He says he can't believe that the this so-called movement, the Black Hebrew Israelite movement, so-called Black Hebrew Israelite movement, is flourishing like that. He said it out of his own mouth. He said, "I can't believe it's flourishing like this." Right? You should be afraid, vocab. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Right? The more I see you and your goons pop up to these camps, specifically Great Millstone, because if you pop up to any other camp, it's probably just going to be a setup debate or whatever, and y'all both will get paid off it. Whenever I see y'all roll up to a Great Millstone camp after we made it known that we are not debating you, after we literally made it known that we're not debating you, you and Sakari, man, you and Sakari and those clowns at Genesis, man, we make it known all over the internet that we're not debating you goddamn clowns, man. And you roll up to the camps anyway, and then you sit up there and you do your video after the fact that you rolled up to the camp and say GMS is broken. If we're so broken, why the hell did you roll up to another camp then? If we're so broken and we're such a broken camp, and we're not good at debates, as Sakari says, as Alazar says, we're not debaters, we're not good debaters. Why do you guys keep coming up to our camps then, man? I don't get it. I'm confused. Why do you guys keep coming to our camps then? If we're not good debaters. If we make it known that we possibly call the police on you. For what? Why do you keep rolling up on our camps? Because you're trying to get paid, man. And we're not for it. We're not for it. Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. Vocab knows that he has a short time. You and your Christianite goons, man. Y'all, what y'all gotta understand is and going back to this whole topic of why Christians are serial killers. Most serial killers are Christians. Is because you have to really understand what the history of what this Christianity came from. It came off of bloodshed, right? It came off of forced Christianity or beheadings, torture, more than likely, right? This plantation Christianity came off of bloodshed. So it only makes sense that most serial killers out here claim to be Christians. It only makes sense because that's like what Vocab is doing. Back in the day, if this was ancient times, he would be trying to kill Jake, man. Right? He would kill Jake if they didn't follow his program. He would do that, right? The reformation and everything that the elder goes into a lot. The reformation. He was probably one of the ones back in the day catching and killing and beheading Jake, man, for not submitting. These same spirits are here today, man. This is why everybody keep talking about we're in such different times, bro. It's the same people here on this earth since day one, man. It's the same people on this earth since day one. You could say that we're in worse times, sure, but the time the spirits never leave. Okay, so it's the same people. Okay, so like I said, they know that they got a short time. They know. That's why Vocab keeps doing stuff like this. This is why Esau is pushing out certain things on the media because he knows. Should be afraid. I'm talking about you, Esau. You should be afraid. We not afraid of your shit, man. You guys excuse the language, but we ain't afraid of your shit. We ain't going nowhere. The Lord is the one that's doing this. We ain't going nowhere. We don't care we don't care how many of your terrorist threats you pull out. We don't care. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. You can put shackles on us or whatever. Guess what? We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. Guess what? You look, cause one thing you gotta understand. We don't die, bro. Esau, I hope you listening. We don't die. All we do is leave this. All we do is leave this mortal realm. But we ain't going nowhere. Only the elect is going to understand what I'm saying. Because what I just said may confuse an awful lot of people. We ain't going nowhere. Guess what? Even when we die, we don't die. Because we just don't die. That's just what it is. And it kind of goes to you, Esau, because when you leave from here, you're going to come back as slaves. So that's just what it is. You're going to come back in the captivity. So that's just what it is. But we ain't going nowhere. As Israelites, we gonna be rulers of this place, man. We gonna be rulers of this earth, and that's what it is. Again, you could try to defame us. We entreat that. We don't care. The scriptures say that we entreat it because men of the Lord were never liked. Where they were never liked. We ain't going nowhere, Esau. That's what it is. We ain't going nowhere. You think we're afraid? I think that like Vocab does this stuff to try to scare us. You're not scary. You're the most Esau is the most unintimidating person on the planet. No lie, man. No lie. They got military. So what, man? The Lord's get ready to ball that up and throw it away. Esau, you're not Vocab. You're not scary, man. You're not intimidating. I don't know who you think you are. You're trying to defame us, and guess what? We still get members. Anyway, giving all praise, honor, glory to YAHAWASHI. That's all I got on this. Shalom.